Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a bookstore for all of your city building needs. Not only will I show you how to make the outside of the bookstore, but I will also show you how to make the inside as well. This is the amount of space required to make the build, including a handy grid, which you may choose to copy, that will show you the starting position. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Begin the build by placing 9 brick wall on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then place 7 bricks extending right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place a brick wall on the end, and then extend backwards by 11 using bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Place a brick wall on the end, extend across the back of the build using bricks, copying the row that we made on the front of the build, place a brick wall on the end, and then simply connect all the way back to the very front of the build using bricks. The end result will look like this. I know it looks really weird. Let's make it look slightly less weird by extending our brick walls down to the ground. That's a bit better. Next, we want to place a brick extending inwards from this brick wall, and in front of that a stripped spruce log, which we will extend left by 2, 1, 2. Destroy this block left in the ground, replace it with brown wool, and then place a dark oak door on top. Place 3, 1, 2, 3 stripped spruce logs extending left, with a brick connecting back to our brick wall. We will then place 2 glass here, 1, 2, 2 here, 1, 2, and 1 above the door. We then want to fill these gaps in using stripped spruce wood. We want to make sure that they all face the same way. Then, on top of this area, we want to place alternating brown and white walls to make a stripy pattern like so. We extend all of these blocks just 1 row upwards, and we extend the lower row forwards by 1, just like this. We then place spruce fence here and here, and we extend the fence up 1, 2, 1, 2. We then place a lantern here and here, just like this. Next, we will place a dark oak button here, destroy the 3 blocks in front of the door, so left and right and the one actually in front of it, and replace those blocks with brown terracotta, place a flower pot here with an azalea inside of it, composter here, oak leaf here, composter here, oak leaf here. I would actually like to change the position for the spruce fence. I want to move them both 1 row inwards and 1 row outwards, so they are opposite the windows. So they are still the same height. However, we are moving them so that it's a little bit tighter to the build, and it also exposes the entrance a little bit more as well. And now that we have done that, we can place string in between and outwards from those fence, and we are going to place carpet that matches the wall just above to make a canopy or an overhang. Canopy sounds fancier. Next, we are going to fill all of this empty space behind our entrance in using bricks. It's probably a little bit easier to do it from the inside like this. And we also just want to cover up all of those walls on the inside as well, but we can leave everything else alone. We are then going to move back outside, and we want to place brown terracotta here, extending over to here, and a row on top. So this is basically just right in the middle of this wall, as you can see. And we will place dark oak trapdoors underneath and on top of this area, with dark oak fence left and right of the terracotta, with a chain on top of each fence. And we will place a glass here, and on top of the chains we want to place stripped dark oak wood, and we want to use a mixture. See, this is where things are tricky. We want to use a mixture of stripped dark oak wood and dark oak slabs to create a roof. So, kind of like this. Kind of just joining together diagonally like so. And we also want to extend down and out as well. So, the edge of our roof looks like this. So, as you can see, it's kind of a blend between the two. But when we get to the very edge here, we want to have an additional row of dark oak. And the reason for that is we will extend these slabs back, like so, and then down, and we will overhang the back of the build. And I like this effect, so I like to place a slab underneath every other slab, like so. So that's why we're not using the stripped dark oak wood instead, just because I kind of like that effect. But we are now just going to come onto the opposite side of the building. We'll do the same thing, so we'll place a slab here, down, slab, down, but then we will extend the upper slab back, overhang the back, and then every other slab we will just drop down like so. And then we will create the same roof shape on the back too. So we just stick a glass here, and then we will place a slab here, extending up. We'll do both sides equally. Then the dark oak wood, the slabs in and up, dark oak wood, slabs in and up, just like this. Then moving on to the right side of the bookshop specifically, we will place 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks extending back from our wall. And on top of the last 3 bricks, we will place glass, 1, 2, 3, extend them up a row, place bricks on top, and then we place a mixture of brown and white wool in front of that, and we place stripped spruce logs in front of the bricks at the base of the window. We then want to place a row of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bricks extending back with the same window shape directly on top. So on the end we just place our row of 3 glass, extend it up, wool in front of the top of the window, and then stripped spruce log in front of the bottom, composter here, oak leaves here, and then we can fill the rest of this wall in using bricks. Next, we have an optional extra. Above the 2 windows, you may choose to remove the bricks and place brick stairs like this. It kind of helps to frame the windows a little bit. There is also an option to do something similar at the very top of the build, where we remove kind of the center part of the wall and then place upside down stairs there instead. Now, I think that this will be a bit divisive, meaning you'll either love it or hate it. I'm actually kind of in the middle though myself. I don't know if I prefer it. I'm going to keep it for now, but we'll see. Next, we are just going to move to the back of the build and seal up this back wall. Once again, it's up to you whether you want to have the upside down brick stairs just underneath the top. It is a personal choice, but do remember to just fill in underneath the roof. That is not really a personal choice. I mean, you can just leave a hole in the wall if you'd like. And we also have to do the exact same thing on the final wall of the bookshop as well, the left side. And let's not forget the front wall too. This is also a fairly good time to remove all of the grass inside of the bookshop. And replace it all with brown wool. Also, let's seal up the roof. This is really simple. We just extend the stripped dark oak wood, front and back, and then just place the dark oak slabs in between. If you're looking to make it harder, you can reverse that and place the slabs first, and then the actual wood afterwards, if you'd like a challenge. Now is a wonderful time to remove all of the remaining grass and grit on the outside of the build. And then we can replace all of that with smooth stone. We have inadvertently set fire to our bookstore. That happens sometimes. And there's just a cheeky little block here as well, let's not forget. Lastly, but not least, let's make the dreaded sign. Throw down the loom, open it up, place a brown banner in there with white dye. We have to make the letter B. That's the Pale Dexter pattern, Pale Sinister, Chief, Fess, and Base. Next is O. That's Pale Dexter, Pale Sinister, Chief, and Base. We would then make another O, but I'm reusing this one, so instead we will make K, which is the Pale Dexter pattern, Bend, and Bend Sinister. Lastly is the letter S. This is the Chief, Base, and Bend pattern. So now we can take our banners, which currently spells box, and we can apply B, O, O, K, S to our brown terracotta, and there we go. With the entire outside of the bookshop made, we can now head inside and work on the interior. Step 1, I want to work on my favourite part, which is the second story. So, we want to count along this wall and find the third block. 1, 2, 3. We place a spruce stair here, and then 3 more extending up and back. 1, 2, 3. We then place a spruce plank behind this and extend to the right, just like so. And then we can extend these spruce planks all the way back to this wall. Okay, leave a gap of 1 from the wall and then place 2 entire rows of bookshelves on top of each other, left to right. Above and behind this, we will place a row of chiseled bookshelves. We will then place a mangrove stair here, with mangrove signs either side of the stair, and a warped pressure plate in front of it. We will then place a spruce fence here, chain here, lantern here, and surrounding the lantern, we will place spruce signs. Then we leave a gap of 1 and place 2 mangrove stairs with warped pressure plates in front, mangrove signs either side of these stairs, just like this. Then we will place stripped spruce logs along the front of this, and then we will extend the logs forwards and down. It's kind of tricky to do with this in particular. We might be better off with the actual stripped spruce wood, because I don't really want the outer parts of the wood visible. I just want this consistent texture the whole way. I think that that looks perfect. So maybe we could even make it so that they all face the same way as well, so they can all just face vertical, just like this. I think that that's a little bit better. Then we will just place some dark oak fence surrounding this staircase, just like so. And in the back corner here, we will place 3 ladders and spruce trapdoors here with a painting above them. That's actually perfect. I love that. And then we will have a flower pot here and a fern here. You could even extend that up onto the next row if you want to, but I like it there. And then we can just have a couple of flower pots with ferns here. And this is kind of this entire upper area. And what I actually like to do is make this just a little bit cozier. And the way to do this is by placing a row of dark oak slabs just above and outside these bookshelves, right? And we can create a fake ceiling in here using just the dark oak slabs. And I just think it makes it a lot cozier, especially up this portion. This is my favourite part of the bookshop by far. And I think it just improves it, but that's just me. You can just leave the ceiling / roof how it is if you'd like. See, does that not just look a little bit better? Moving back down to the ground floor, we now want to place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strip spruce log in this position. We are then going to place a flower pot here, item frame here, book here, polished blackstone pressure plate here, stair here, lantern here. And then we will place spruce signs along the outside of this area, just like so. And then a fern or azalea or something in this flower pot. I'm then just going to remove the wall in front of and behind this area and place brown terracotta in there instead, with some brown banners just left and right of this window, just like so. We can do the same back here, although we will have some bookshelves obscuring the actual window anyway, so We also want to place a bell above the door, an armor stand here, a tripwire hook here. You can outfit the armor stand if you're feeling very fancy. And then for the rest of the store, we will place a mixture of bookshelves / chisel bookshelves just along this back wall. It's not really important what sort of pattern, if any pattern at all, you place these in. You can even use this. The good old school version of the chisel bookshelf is actually the loom as well. So you can place a couple of these too if you want a little bit of added texture. And then right about here, I'm going to place a dark oak stairs with dark oak signs either side. This is meant to look kind of like one of those, just a step stool really, so you can get onto a higher shelf. We can do a similar sort of thing by using ladders up here as well. And then just on this wall here, we can place a row of 3x2 bookshelf, and then we can leave a gap of 2, and then do the same like this. And then that just leaves this wall here. And you can actually just completely fill underneath the stairs section in like this. You could have like a really long like side wall of books if you wanted to. But then that would probably necessitate adding some texture to the books like this. I think that actually looks alright, and then you could even have just like another ladder or something. But I think that looks really good. It kind of looks very cozy to me. Once again, cozy's the word of the day. And then I'm just going to have a couple of torches here, just on the ends of these aisles. And I absolutely love this. The inside is done. This is perfect for me. And with that final detail added, we have officially completed this tutorial. However, this video is not over. We must now add our bookstore into our city. This is kind of a tricky one because this kind of build belongs in this part of the suburbs, although it's just a slightly larger scale than everything else that we have here. But I think it fits regardless. We're going to stick it right here on the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Also, consider becoming a channel member. You will gain access to loyalty badges, some fun emojis, and a monthly download for every single build used in our city. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.